Yeah, the dexterity. When you go down like this, it's like, you know,
it's like the thumb over the neck.
You can't, and all the things I've been practicing all these years, I couldn't do it. It's like I'm not supposed to play like this, you know. So I started doing that for a while, but they said, okay, we'll give you a call, and I was going to go to New York the next morning. I'm going to go back to California next morning.
Yeah.
I'm going, fuck, I blew this audition big time. And, you know, and I was all pissed off. I go, I don't need these guys. I'm better than that. I'm a better guitar player. They just didn't see it. They just wanted some puppet. And called me after the morning before I took the plane. I go, we want to audition you again. I said to myself, I was in a rotten mood because in New York it's just custom dances type thing.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to even be more outlandish. I'm going to play more. I'm going to go crazy. I started playing behind my back with my teeth and like, you know, all kinds of shit and just playing all kinds of fucking outrageous sequences of arpeggios and stuff. And I got right in the manager's face, started playing it, and it's like, God, you sound great and stuff. And it's like they gave me a pep talk. And I just kind of like got this attitude, and he said, yeah, we'll give you. We'll give you a score. About 2 days later,
What songs did you do in rehearsal?
They audition me?
Yeah. Did they have one planned?
What, Country Western Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah.
A bunch of junk.
Just a bunch of junk fucking around with them, actually.
The songs I learned off the records that the students brought in, they didn't even do them. It's like they didn't even know them. Talk about people who, when they go in the SIR, it's like they don't bring their own instruments in, right? It's like my guitar practice every night in the hotel. It's like yeah, I'm doing business type of thing, you know. Not to put that down. I guess if I was doing what they're doing and how long they've been doing it from working, I'd be doing the same thing. But for me, I was like, I'm trying to get into enough practice every day. Yeah, it's all attitude, yeah. But anyway, they called me and they wanted me to dance, so I decided, okay, I was going to do it. I was living with a girlfriend. We were together for about 4 years, and I had my own place. I broke up that relationship. She got married after that with somebody else. Sold my car, told my parents, my friends I was leaving, you know, in 3 days. I was there for like 8 months, you know, and then like the physical change came. Okay, you gotta dye your hair black, you know, your hair looks too like, you know. I cried about it, you know. It's like I did it. And I like it now. I like, you know, the attitude. I learned from it about, you know. But then I go, you gotta change your name. I go, no, wait, you're not gonna change my fucking name. We here, look at David Lee Roth, Eddie Van Halen, Jakey E. Lee, Mark Norton. And they want to like, here's Mark St. James. No. And it's like they're bumbling for a while, and all of a sudden, like, the next day, they had the name for me. They came up with the name. I had, it wasn't my idea at all. Mark St. John. I go, fine. Okay, fine. Mark St. John. Go, fine. No. And it's like, man, you can't wear a t-shirt, jeans, and tennis shoes no more, Mark. Got my ears pierced. Gene bought me my first pair of leather pants, just like he bought David Ross' first pair. Yeah, Mark, I bought David Lee Ross' first pair too. Okay, here's, you know. God, here I go. You know, after being a surfer in Newport Beach all the time, you know.
Yeah.
There's one at the beaches right there. Live music and staying. I mean, it's like I was in
How old were you, like,
I
back
was
then?
27, going on 28 when I was in Kiss.
So until 27, mainly nothing like except the guitar.
Yeah, well, I was
the
like
guitar
I was
lessons,
teaching a lot, like
teacher.
Like I must have taught 1,000 students how to play the. I took 4 days a week and had like 12 students a day. You know, in their increments, half hour and hour increments. So if someone didn't show up, that was my break where I had to learn for another lesson, or like, you know, sleep, or like you know, go get something to eat, you know, because there'd be somebody back in the next slot, you know. So if I had a bunch of slots that were open, those were like fucked up, or you know, I'd be going all the time. Just had to make up so they'd come to the house. So after I get home all day, I'd be tired. I had 2 hours to like get my shit together, and then like 4 or 5 students come over that night again and start all over. So it's like, you know, constantly and like, and my chops were so up. I mean, because like it's demanding. Like I didn't have students where like the mom came over, the little kid, and teach this guy, you know, all the hot guitar licks, and I go, man, you want to teach more. So I had to do my homework and come up with more stuff to keep them on the, you know, repertoire here, to keep them on the roster. Otherwise, it's just, oh, fuck you, find somebody else, you know. Because I was charging in those days, I was charging them, what was it?
You yourself, you took lessons? Probably.
I took theory lessons.
Theory
I went
lessons.
to a theory lesson, the professor at a college. And I took a few lessons off and on every 4 or 5 months from a hot shot jazz guitar player, like, you know. the Joe Pastor type of people or Pat Martino
Yeah.
or something like that. It's like, extraordinary. It didn't work out because you can't play the distortion. All you play is triads or dyads, distortion. It's like you can't play all those chords. Theory and stuff, and I bought a lot of books, and I keep on buying books all
Do
the
you
time.
still do you read though music?
Yeah, I read.
You read music
Right,
and
but there was no use to it.
because
Well, I got
when
it-
you were teaching the
yeah, I
the kids
teach
how to read?
notation and tablature, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, both ways. But the whole thing, the kids don't want to learn that. They don't.
I know.
They don't want
They
to learn
wanna
the little
learn,
block
yeah.
notes and stuff. They don't care.
They wanna
because
rock and roll.
They see these kids on MTV or whatever on the records. And it's like 80% of them don't know it anyway. So it's like they didn't want to make it like that type of career. They want to I want to learn this lick or this riff. So it's like,
But that's what you were
they
teaching
go like,
them.
okay, here's this new whatever the hot thing was. This one. Here's the new George Lewis. Like, okay, show me this. I'm gonna. Yeah, but if how it came about performance and the chords and taking it from the progression, you might get more out of it that they want to learn
Yeah,
exactly
okay,
what he
the
was
lick.
doing. But that's how most teachers have to teach kids, though.
Hmm.
Some of the smarter ones wanted like that. I go, look, he's playing out of an A minor to G, and he's using a Dorian scale, like in the A. And here's the Dorian.
Well, it's
They-
not
they-
like they don't think about all that actually.
They,
when
yeah,
they're young,
they're
they
too
just
young.
want
They just think
they
if
just
they
wanna
could,
rock
if they
and
could
roll.
cut, like if I knew if I was an age, I knew if I could dunk a basket like somebody else, and that made me closer to where I was at.
I guess most people are like that.
Well, that's what you have to do in the first place. You have to copy everybody to learn. Then it takes years and years to develop it. And I've had my own style for about, I think I've had it for about 6 years. But
What
but
do you
now
think-
people, when they hear me play on an album or something, go, "Well, that's Mark St. John." They don't go, "No, that's not
And what do you think
Big Bear or
defines
something.
you what do you think makes you yourself? Like what's really personal about your style? You know, like-
Well, I'm playing guitar. I
What
always
can you
think-
pinpoint
I
Mark
always-
St. John out of?
Well, it's always melody. It's always melody. It's for as many weird notes as you want, but it always comes from melody. And every I've ever had on any album, I've only done 2 albums. It's always had a great melody to it, melody. And if that melody is like, it could be one line. If I could take that in a scale, a sequence, an interval pattern, or arpeggio, a double stop or anything, it will always be within the melody, no matter what the technique or dexterity. Play as fast as
Dexterity.
possible.
That's
Yeah, and that comes with all like the rhythms, or that comes with like whatever you want, as fast as like flying a bumblebee type guitar or whatever,
Mhm.
It all depends on but all comes back to the melody. I always try to have a great melody, and I always never try to upstage the vocal line. I always try to okay, you can play guitar a lot of things, melody's important. Melody, harmony, and rhythm are very important. Those are big 3 elements of music for me. Otherwise, I just go like, I learned this new lick I want to put in this song. Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
So bad. It has nothing to do with the song.
Mhm.
So I'm not into that at all.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are Americans. You can tell. You can tell they learn a lick and they
Oh,
want to put it in
definitely.
the song. For lick's sake, not as music's sake. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what I was saying earlier about this NAMM show thing.
Yeah.
All those guitar shows.
Yeah.
The MI students
Yeah.
thing. This whole Malmsteen trip.
Yeah, yeah.
Like trying to know every little detail.
Yeah.
And that's like
Yeah, and the whole
it's
thing,
not. It's so unoriginal.
The kids don't understand. It's like they'll never be into one of those because there's no market for it.
Exactly.
Right now, like I don't mean to
Even-
put him down.
even-
He's a great guitar player, but he doesn't sell enough albums. His record company's young. His management split on him with money. He goes through members like fucking I go through a girlfriend.